Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are at Tipton High School, Tipton County, Tipton, Indiana, home of the Blue Devils. We welcome you to today's education base, Indiana High School varsity boys basketball game. Tonight, it's the Kokomo Wildcats at the Tipton Blue Devils. This internet radio coverage is made possible by audiosportsonline.net. That's ASO. That's Robbie Kendall. Rob Kendall providing internet radio access for putmeinsports.com since 2008. We do thank you for tuning in. We'll mention the JV contest just concluded. We'll mention Kokomo came out with the win tonight. And then we'll also mention both teams are on the floor shooting at their lines right now. We'll mention the Blue Devils shooting at the south end. They'll have the north bench. And Kokomo shooting at the north end. They'll have the south bench. We'll talk a little bit about each school. We'll mention about the Kokomo Wildcats. Kokomo Wildcats, they have a school enrollment of 1,465 students. Their school was founded in 1872. Their mascot is Coco the cat. They're in Class 4A, sectional number 7. There are 4 teams in that sectional. All 4 teams presently have winning records. We'll mention it's the Kokomo Wildcats. They're 11-4, followed up by the Harrison Raiders, 11-3. Then it's the Lafayette Jeff Broncos, also at 11-3, followed up by McCutcheon. McCutcheon Mavericks are 8-5. The principal at Kokomo High School is Miss Angela Blessing. The athletic director is Nick Sale. The assistant AD is John Peckinpah. The athletic secretary is Missy Newton. And the sports information director is Dean Hockney. That guy knows it all. I'll tell you what, he's good. We interviewed him last year at Kokomo. And we'll also mention Kokomo High School is located at 2501 South Berkeley Road, Kokomo, Indiana, 46902. You can dial them by telephone at 765-455-8040. They wear the colors red and blue. They perform in the North Central Conference. There are 6 teams in that North Central Conference, and they stack up like this presently. At number 1, it's the Anderson Indians. They're Class 4A, sectional number 9. They're 1-0 in the North Central Conference, 13-1 overall. They have a plus 9-game winning streak intact. At number 2, it's Lafayette Jeff, the Broncos. They're in Class 4A, sectional number 7. They're 2-1, 11-3. Followed up by number 3 in the conference, the Marion Giants. Marion Giants are the only 3A team in a 4A conference. They're 3A, sectional 22. Marion Giants are 2-1. They are 6-7. Those 6 wins came in a row. They're on a 6-game winning streak. At number 4, it's the Kokomo Wildcats. Kokomo Wildcats, they're 4A, sectional number 7. They're 1-1, 11-4 overall. Then it's the Muncie Central Bearcats. Muncie Central Bearcats, 4A school, sectional number 9. They're 1-2. They're 6-10 overall. And finishing up the conference at number 6, Richmond Red Devils. They're Class 4A, sectional number 9. They're 0-2 in the conference. They're 6-9 overall. We'll remind you the Kokomo Wildcats. They're currently 11 wins, 4 losses, 1-1 in the North Central Conference. Kokomo Wildcats, they move the basketball. They get up and down the floor. We'll mention the Wildcats in 15 ball games. They average 79.7 points offensively. They give up an average of 66.3. The head coach of the Kokomo Wildcats is John Peckinpah. John Peckinpah working in year number 4 at Kokomo High School, 79 wins, just 21 losses. Overall, he's a 6-year varsity head basketball coach. His overall record, 101 wins, 45 losses. Next game on the agenda for the Wildcats, they'll play next Friday night, the 31st of January, 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity. Kokomo Wildcats will be at the Lafayette Jeff Broncos, and that will be a conference game. Now we'll mention a little bit about the Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils, their school was founded in 1962. They have a school enrollment of 454 right here at Tipton High School. Their gym capacity, 3,050. Their Class 2A, Sectional 39. There are 6 in their sectional. Their sectional will be played at Frankton High School. In their sectional, we'll mention they stack up like this. At number 1, Taylor Titans. They're 13 wins, 1 loss. Followed up by Tipton Blue Devils at number 2. They're 10-2. We'll mention the third place right now was going by overall record. Sheridan Blackhawks. The Sheridan Blackhawks, they're 10-3. Followed up by Lapel. Lapel, they're 8-5. Frankton, the Eagles are 4-8, and the Elwood Panthers are 2-11. We'll mention the principal at Tipton High School is Craig Leach. The athletic director is Corey Fernung. The assistant AD and the middle school athletic director is Alec Weddle. The athletic trainer at Tipton High School is Burke Emmert. Tipton High School is located at 619 South Main Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. You can dial them by telephone at 765-675-7431. On the web, it's TiptonAthletics.com. They wear the collars blue and white. They perform in the Hoosier Conference. Hoosier Conference is made up of 9 teams. Current standings in the Hoosier Conference are as such. In the East Division, the Western Panthers, they have already won the East 3-0. They're 9-6 overall. Followed up by the Tipton Blue Devils. They're 1-1. They're 10-2 presently. And the Hamilton Heights Huskies, they're also 1-1, 8-5 overall. It's going to be Tipton and Hamilton Heights right here at Tipton High School next Friday night. They'll play for second place in the East Division. And in fourth place presently in Hoosier Conference, East Division, Logansport Berries. They finished the conference at 0-3. They're 6-11 overall. In the West Division of the Hoosier Conference, at the top, it's West Lafayette. The Red Devils, 2-0, 12-3 overall. Followed up by the Twin Lakes Indians. They're also 2-0, 10-6 overall. Then it's the Central Catholic Knights. They're 1-1, 7-7 overall. Then it's Benton Central. The Bison are 1-2. They're 5-9 overall. And the Rensselaer Central Bombers, they're 0-3. They're 3-11 overall. The Tipton Blue Devils, they are currently 10-2 on the season. They're 1-1. Hoosier Conference East Division. The Tipton Blue Devils in 12 ball games. 12 ball games, they average offensively per game 55.9. They give up defensively 45.6. Should be a good matchup defensively for Tipton tonight. The head coach of the Tipton Blue Devils is Coach Cliff Hawkins. Cliff Hawkins, working in year number 6 right here at Tipton High School. He has 98 wins, 2 wins away from that 100 mark. He's got 98 wins, 38 losses overall. Coach Hawkins is in his 44th year right here in high school basketball in the state of Indiana. 595 wins, 397 losses. That's 992 games that he has coached. We're getting close to that 1,000 mark. The next game on the agenda after tonight for the Blue Devils is going to take place next Friday night right here at Tipton, 31st of January at 6 o'clock JV at 7:30 varsity. It'll be the Hamilton Heights Huskies at the Tipton Blue Devils. And that's going to be the third home game in a row for Tipton. They'll have 3 after that. So that'll be a conference game next Friday night. And we'll talk a little bit about these 2 schools. Wrote down some notes here. 8:47 on the pregame clock. I wrote down Kokomo Wildcats. They're 11-4, 2024-25 season, 2 times the Kokomo Wildcats have broken the century mark this season. That means they've got 100 or more. They did that on December 20th of 24. Kokomo went against the Marion Giants. Marion Giants got the win, 109-104. Incredible. And then on January 10th of this year, Kokomo put 106 on the board versus Logansport. Hence the 79.7 points per game average. Now we'll talk about the Tipton Blue Devils, 2024-25 season. They're 10-2 presently this season. 11 times out of 12 games, the Tipton Blue Devils have kept their opponents at a maximum of 50 points per game or under. That's Coach Cliff Hawkins. He stresses defense. Tipton Blue Devils, we'll mention on December 20th, Hoosier Conference East Division. They defeated Logansport 67-52. Logansport has put the most points on the board. That's just one time. They got 52. The Blue Devils hold the opponents to 50 or under. Now we're going to talk about some alumni. Alumni, we'll talk about them. Both of these schools have 2 players in Division I basketball. Division I basketball, we'll talk about the Illinois Illini. We'll talk about Ben Humrichhouse. Ben Humrichhouse, Tipton Blue Devil graduate. He was born on July the 28th, 2002. He's a grad student. He wears number 3, plays the forward position for the Illinois Illini. He's played in 19 games. He has started all 19 games this season. He's 6'9", 225 pounds. He was a definite player for the Blue Devils. I was happy to be able to talk about his games. He averages 27.4 minutes per game for Illinois. That's in a 40-minute ball game. So he's pretty much there all the time. He averages 8.6 points per game. 2-point shooting, he's made 58 2-point shots this season. At 6'9", he shoots the 3 ball. He's 38 makes out of 105 shots. That's a 36.2% average from 3-point land. That's good. And his free throw percentage, it's 64.3. He's 9 for 14. He has 14 blocked shots on the season. He's in the master's program in recreation, sport, and tourism. That's his major. Ben Humrichhouse, he's a Tipton native. If you want to find him on Twitter, that's X. We all know it's X now. You can go to a capital B, a capital H, and then spell the rest of his last name. It's Ben Humrichhouse, so it's BHUMRICHOUS. That's B Humrichhouse. And then on Instagram, just spell his name, all lowercase is fine. Ben Humrichhouse, BenHumrichous. We'll mention his parents are Jason and Jennifer Humrichhouse. Ben has an older sister. We'll call her Lynn. I think it's Linnea, the older sister, and he has 4. Count them. He has 4 brothers. They're all younger, and they are Joseph, Samuel, Noah. Noah takes videos right here. He's a senior at Tipton High School. He takes good videos. And I will mention the youngest is Isaac. Isaac Humrichhouse. He's a 6'3" junior. He'll wear number 32 in this varsity contest. And we'll also mention Ben Humrichhouse. He owns a Christian clothing brand, a brand of clothing. He calls that Prove God Right. Prove God Right. I did see a couple of players like Isaac Humrichhouse. And it was also Peyton Aller in pregame. They were wearing a couple of black T-shirts that said Prove God Right on the fronts. So we'll also talk about a Kansas State Jayhawk. Not a Kansas State. My ear. Kansas Jayhawk. Kansas Jayhawk. That's blue. That's not purple. Kansas Jayhawks. They're currently 14-4. They are 4th in the Big 12. here in this 2024-25 season. I'm going to talk about Flory Badunga. Flory Badunga, he wears number 40 for the Kansas Jayhawks. He's a freshman, and last year in the state of Indiana, he was Mr. Basketball 2024 as a senior. He's 6'9", along with Ben Humrickhouse, 5 pounds less. Flory Badunga is listed at 220. He came from Congo, Africa. He's an African. Say what? He's a kind gentleman. I've had the pleasure of interviewing him twice. What a quality young man. And I tell you what, he's so soft-spoken. Anyway, at Kokomo High School, Flory Badunga, a 3-year starter for the Kokomo Wildcats. As mentioned, he's a freshman. He's played in 18 ball games for the Kansas Jayhawks this season. He don't average a lot of minutes. He'll increase minutes as his playing time goes ahead, and we'll mention he's averaging 6.4 points per game. Rebounds per game, he's averaging 5.5 rebounds per game. Now keep in mind that's in 14.7 minutes. His field goal percentage, he does shoot around the rim, around the lane right there. He's got an 80% field goal percentage from two-point land. He doesn't shoot three-pointers. He's 0 for 0 three-point land. His free throw percentage is at 55%. Kansas Jayhawks, he's a team leader in block shots with 1.5 block shots per game. That's Kansas Jayhawk, Flory Badunga. So a minute and 50 seconds left. We'll go ahead and mention a little bit about the schedules. We'll talk about last night's schedule in the Hoosier Conference. There were 5 games, 6 Hoosier Conference teams involved at 7:30 start times last night. Benton Central was at Harrison. It was Harrison 66, Benton Central 33. Central Catholic was at Peru last night. Peru got the win 75-53. Twin Lakes was at Logansport last night. Logansport 55. Twin Lakes 49. That was probably an upset. That's a good ball game. West Lafayette, they were at Frankfort last night. West Lafayette got the win 73-39. And I was at the ball game last night at Western. It was Maconaquah Braves at the Western Panthers. Double overtime. 72 Maconaquah, 68 Western. What a ball game. You can hear that game. You can re-listen at putmeinsports.com. North Central Conference last night on a Friday night, 2 games, both 7:30 starts. Kokomo was at Muncie Central. That was a conference game. Kokomo got the win, 65-51. And then Marion Giants, they were at Lafayette Jeff last night. Lafayette Jeff got the win, 78-49. So they're getting ready to have the national anthem here momentarily. 18 seconds on the pregame clock. A lot of folks standing at attention. And I'm getting ready for some basketball. And I'm getting some texts in here. Okay. So they're getting ready to buzz out right here. Basketball on a Saturday night will be addressed by the public address. We'll set this down.
Tonight's matchup is between the Wildcats of Kokomo and your Tipton High School Blue Devils. I'll give you a moment. Tipton High School welcomes you to this event and urges you to practice good sportsmanship by being positive about your team and coaches and respecting the decisions of the officials. You enhance the atmosphere of athletics. Thank you for your attendance and your cooperation. At this time, we would like you to ask to stand if you are able and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem performed by the Tipton High School Blue Devil Band.
The Tipton High School band sounded wonderful. We'll mention a little bit about the starting lineups. First, we'll start with the Kokomo Wildcats. Wildcats will start like this. They have 3 players averaging in double figures. Wearing number 1 tonight, 5'8" senior, 21.6 points per game average. That's Zion Bellamy. Wearing number 2, 6'3" junior, 15.4 points per game average. Corbin Hamill. Wearing number 21, 6'4" freshman, 9.3 points per game average. DJ Nash. Wearing number 23, 6'1" junior, 9.6 points per game average. That's Barris Moore. And wearing number 35, he's 6'3". He's a senior, 4.6 points per game. Max Furley. The head coach of the Kokomo Wildcats is John Peckinpah. Now for the Tipton Blue Devils. They'll start like this. Number 2, 6'2" sophomore, 6.8 points per game average. Peyton Aller. Wearing number 3, 6'6". He's a senior, 21.5 points per game average. Grady Carpenter. Wearing number 5, he's 6'1", a senior, 10.8 points per game average. Sam Quigley. Wearing number 12, 6'8" sophomore, 4.7 points per game average. Grayson McFalls. And the final starter in the Blue Devil lineup wears number 21, 6'2" senior, 5.3 points per game average. Landon Spidell. The head coach for the Tipton Blue Devils is Cliff Hawkins. So the Blue Devils going to line up in a huddle. We'll mention the Kokomo Wildcats ready to go. Kokomo Wildcats going to go with the red uniform. They'll go with the jersey and the shorts, and they got the white numerals outlined in black. They're going to shake hands, opposition, get ready for the ball game. Blue Devils going to wear all white, blue numerals outlined in black. And they're going to jump it up here. It's going to be Grayson McFalls for Tipton at 6'8", jumping it up against DJ Nash, 6'4" freshman for the Kokomo Wildcats. So 3 officials ready to go. He's checking, make sure everybody's ready. And not quite ready yet. They're going to put the drawstring in right there, tighten it up. We're ready to go. 8 minutes, first quarter. Basketball. It's an annual event, Kokomo and Tipton. Going to jump it up. The official's going to blow the whistle. Here we go. Here comes the toss. Toss is a bit tall. A little bit tall for a couple of big guys, but it's tipped finally through the backcourt. Picked up by Grady Carpenter. Carpenter in the front court. Which the right side behind the arc, Sam Quigley. Out top of the circle. Peyton Aller, Grady Carpenter. Now to Grayson McFalls. Back to Grady. He'll launch a 3 from the corner, and he got it. Grady Carpenter, left corner baseline. 3-0 contest. First possession in the front court for the Kokomo Wildcats. Wildcats working around. Zion Bellamy going to drive the lane and kick it back out. With the basketball there, 23, Barris Moore. Out top, touches the hands, Max Furley. I should say Furley, working it back around. Zion Bellamy. With the basketball, that's number 2, Corbin Hamill. Getting acquainted right there with the front court, Kokomo Wildcats. Going to drive the lane. Bellamy, he'll take a shot off the glass. Layup would go. Underhanded scoop shot, and then Grayson McFalls, intimidation factor right there. Shot would go to the front court. So we're down low off the glass, 2-point bucket. Landon Spidell. The 5-0 contest. Blue Devils by 5. We're going to back around the perimeter in the front court. Kokomo Wildcats. Barris Moore. Now back out top. Corbin Hamill. Going to go to the corner with it. They'll bring it back around. Going to drive the lane there. That's 23. Barris Moore. Now Zion Bellamy. He's the one that makes the offense go, and he'll pop a shot from the free throw line. Jump shot good. Zion Bellamy, as mentioned, 21.6 a game. Grady Carpenter at 21.5 a game. So trying to bring it to the front court. Sam Quigley working against him. Full court is Corbin Hamill. He'll dribble across the timeline and pick up the dribble, work it down to Grady. He'll drive in and go off the glass. No foul call. Grady hit the deck. Rebound Kokomo. Back the other direction. Outside the arc, 3-point shot. Short off the rim. Wouldn't go. That was 23, Barris Moore. They'll kick it back out. 3-point shot good for Zion Bellamy. Zion Bellamy, he leads the team. 42% from 3-point land. He's now 54 for 126 shots from three-point land. Free throw line jumper wouldn't go. Sam Quigley. Rebound Wildcats, DJ Nash to the front court on the dribble. Back out top. Burley working back around. Work it down low. They're posting up. Going to put it back out. Going to be tipped away by McFalls and stolen by Sam Quigley in the front court of Kokomo. So they didn't get a shot off on that possession. Blue Devils working the defense well. 5:25 on the game clock. First quarter. 5-5 ball game. Going to drive the lane. He'll pop a shot in the lane. Grady Carpenter wouldn't go. Short off the mark. Rebound Kokomo. To the front court, Corbin Hamill. He'll move it back out. Max Furley. He'll drive the lane. Inside the paint. He'll kick it back out. Three-point shot from straight away from Hamill. Wouldn't go. Rebound Blue Devils. 5 minutes left. First quarter, still 5-5 contest. Sam Quigley out top on the dribble. Working against him is Corbin Hamill. They'll work it back to Grady Carpenter. He'll drive the lane. Take a shot in the lane. He'll float it in. 2-point bucket for Grady Carpenter. 7-5 contest. Blue Devils by 2. In the front court with the basketball. 23, Barris Moore out top. A long 3-point shot. Good. Zion Bellamy from 3-point range, NBA range. It's an 8-7 contest. Kokomo takes their first lead in the ball game. Out top of the basketball. Triple threat available. Grady Carpenter, he'll dribble. Working against him is Barris Moore. To pick up the dribble is the right elbow. Dish off. Sam Quigley. He'll work it down low. The Grayson McFalls will go off the glass. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound out of there. Furley. They'll work it back around in the front court. That's 23. Barris Moore. They're working in the paint again. 2-point shot wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Kokomo. DJ Nash. Rebound, Grayson McFalls. He'll outlet Grady Carpenter. Carpenter going to bring it to the timeline. Working against him tight was Barris Moore. Ball's in the front court now. We're going to back around. Peyton Aller. Now Sam Quigley back to Grady. Deep in the front court. We're going to Sam Quigley. He'll dribble in the paint, kick it back out. Peyton Aller, 3-point shot, rims off, wouldn't go. Rebound almost secured there by Grayson. Ends up in the hands of Zion Bellamy. Bellamy in the front court. He'll drive the lane. He'll back pedal dribble out top. He'll spin move, go back in the lane, and kick it back out to Hamill, and they'll go back out top with it to Max Furley. Furley going to work it left side behind the arc. So we're going to dribble in. Hamill, inside out play. 3-point shot for Barris. Got it. That was Barris Moore for 3. It's a 11-7 contest. Kokomo by 4. They'll bring the ball in. Full court pressure. Sam Quigley going to bounce it back to Peyton Aller. He'll dribble across the timeline uncontested. He'll be picked up at the half-court line right there by 23, Barris Moore. Ball's loose. Still loose. And they're going to whistle a foul. They're going to whistle a foul in the front court. They're going to call this on Kokomo. Double check this. Yes, they're going to call it on Kokomo. Where's number 2? That's Corbin Hamill. Corbin Hamill going to pick up his first, and that's the first foul in this ball game. 2:51 on the game clock. Blue Devils going to bring it in. Adjacent from the scorer's bench. In the front court, he'll toss it in the back court. Grady Carpenter across the timeline. They'll work to Landon Spidell out top. They'll work it back to Peyton Aller. Grady Carpenter with the basketball. Triple threat. He'll shoot. He'll pop a shot. 3-point land short off the rim. Peyton Aller comes up with the rebound. Gets it back to Carpenter. And Carpenter must have drop step after by the side court line and landed on the out of bounds line with that drop. So they give it back to Kokomo. 11-7. Kokomo Wildcats by 4. 2:34 left here in the first quarter. Going to dribble it across the timelines. That's Zion Bellamy. I keep wanting to say Sam Bellamy. I know my dad knows him. He works where my dad did. We're going to back around. Barris Moore. Barris Moore going to hesitation dribble. Outside the arc, Zion Bellamy. Bellamy's going to dribble the lane. Works it down baseline, trying to get it to teammate DJ Nash, and it's finally stolen by Tipton. Grady Carpenter comes up with a steal. So we're behind the arc. 3-point shot. Corner baseline. 3-pointer good by Sam Quigley. It's 11-10. Kokomo by 1. Kokomo in the front court. Zion Bellamy dishes it left side. Barris Moore back out to Bellamy. 3-point shot good. Couple of steps behind the arc, left of center. Zion Bellamy right on stride for that 21.6 average. 1:40 on the game clock. 14-10. Grady Carpenter in the backcourt. Passing to the front court, Sam Quigley. Quigley going to dribble in. He's going to absorb a foul, and the foul's going to be whistled on Kokomo. Wasn't a whole lot, but it's basically a holding foul as Quigley wanted to drive to the hoop out beyond the three-point area. So they'll whistle this foul, and it's going to be whistled on number 3, Davion Young. Davion Young in the ballgame. He's 6'1", a senior, Davion Young. Whereas number 3, he averages 11.3. He's the third of the 3 that average in double figures for Kokomo. They're working back around. Outside shot, three-pointer on the way would go. Peyton Aller, rebound out of there, secured by 21. DJ Nash to the front court, Hamill. Working outside the arc, three-point shot on the way. Number 1 is Zion Bellamy, another three-point bomb. 1:10 left. It's 17-10. Kokomo by 7. Working to the front court, crossover dribble, working the basketball. Sam Quigley, good dribbling exhibition. He'll work it inside the three-point line to Grady Carpenter. He'll backpedal dribble outside the 3. He'll launch a three-point shot, wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. They're going to say it was last touch by Kokomo. Not sure they got that one right, but they're going to give it to Tipton. Left of the bucket on the baseline. It's going to be brought in by Grady Carpenter. 52.9 seconds left here in the first. Carpenter looking to get it in, does. Peyton Aller in the corner. He'll bring it back out. 48 seconds left. Clock moving. Jace Clark is in the ballgame for Tipton. Jace Clark going to work down low. Jace Clark, a good three-point percentage. He shoots at 38%. 35 seconds. Outside the arc, Grady Carpenter. Pass in the middle is going to be intercepted by Zion Bellamy. He'll go the other direction. He'll go in the paint. He'll go off the glass. He'll get the bucket. Zion Bellamy, in the land of the trees, picks up 2. 19-10. 9-point advantage for Kokomo. 15 seconds left. Sam Quigley going to drive. Elbow right side to get it back to Jace Clark. Clark's going to drive. He's in the paint. Works it back to Landon Spidell. Now back out top. They work the basketball to Peyton Aller. To the corner, Jace Clark. 2 seconds. Long. Three-point shot. Long off the rim. Peyton Aller takes the final shot in the first quarter. So we'll go to a first quarter break at the end of 1. Kokomo Wildcats 19. Tipton Blue Devils 10. And we'll also mention this game tonight is in part being brought to you by AGM Auto, Camino and Company, Dean's Auto Parts, Discount Copies, Encompass Credit Union, Hope Jewelers, Indiana Express Rentals, Jim Dandy Restaurant, Lisa Stokes Bear, Century 21, Noblesville Trophies, Rutledge Well Drilling, and The Shack. The Shack at 311 East Jefferson Street. So both teams in their respective huddles, talking it over, getting a little bit of hydration there. And basketball on a Saturday night, the cheerleaders just got off the floor. We'll talk about the Class 2A rankings here in just a bit. And we'll also follow up with the Class 4A rankings, boys basketball. And we'll talk about those. Got a 2A team and a 4A team basketball here in their first buzzer. 45-second buzzer. Ball's going to be inbound at half court. Kokomo gets the basketball, alternate possession arrow. And it's going to be brought in by 35, Max Burley. Waiting to get the ball in the backcourt slightly is Corbin Hamill. He's going to be picked up at half court by Tipton Blue Devil, Peyton Aller. Working back around. Burley, left side in the ball game is a Davion Young. He's back in the game. He's 6'1". He's a senior. Where's number 3? We're working down low in the paint. 2-point shot, good. Credit the bucket. Austin Moose. Austin Moose, he's 6 foot. He's a freshman. Where's number 15? Averages 2 a game. Work baseline. Sam Quigley gets it back to Spidell. Spidell in the paint goes up the shot. He'll absorb a foul. He got the bucket, and he'll shoot one more. So they're going to whistle this bucket on Kokomo. It's going to be called on 35, Max Furley. He has 1. Landon Spidell at the free throw line this season, 75%. He's 9 for 12. He's now 10 for 13. He got the three-point play, 21-13. Kokomo by 8. 7:28 on the game clock. Second quarter. Going to be violation, or it'd be a traveling violation. Didn't quite get the ball on the floor quick enough. That was number 3. That was a Davion Young, just a freshman. Keep your eyes on a Davion. Brought in from the backcourt. A Davion going to guard Sam Quigley full court with some loose pressure. Crossing the timeline on the dribble, Sam Quigley. Grady Carpenter, Landon Spidell. Back out top, Quinn Smith in the ball game for the Blue Devils. Quinn Smith wears number 4. He's a 6'2 sophomore. Going to work it left side. Peyton Aller dishes it to Quinn. Double team in the corner. He'll jump pass back out to Peyton. Out top of the circle, to dribble in now, Sam Quigley. Quigley picks up the dribble, goes to the corner. Quinn Smith, 6:52 on the game clock. Second quarter, we're at Tipton High School. Kokomo and Tipton. Going to dribble in. Grady Carpenter off the glass. Went left side. Layup, used the right hand. Looked like a Michael Jordan. 21-15. A 6-point advantage for Kokomo. 6:34 on the game clock. Crossing the timeline to Hamill. Long 3-point shot. A Davion. That was a Davion. Davion Young. He nails it from 3-point land. He's now 31 for 93 on the season. 33% 3-point shooter as a freshman. They're working through the front court. Ball's loose. Try to cross the timeline with the pass. Intercepted by Kokomo. It's going to be a block shot. Grady Carpenter with a block shot. He blocked a shot at 15. Austin Moose, 6-foot freshman. To the corner. 3-point shot. Good. Left corner baseline. Sam Quigley for 3. 6-point ball game. 24-18. Kokomo by 6. In the front court. Burley goes baseline. He's cut off by Grady Carpenter. But we're going back across the baseline there with a pass. Works it back around. Touches the hands briefly. Out top of Davion Young. Now Hamill with the ball. He go to the corner with it, trying to get it down low. Be tipped by Landon Spidell and then intercepted. A steal by Sam Quigley. Blue Devils crossing the timeline with Grady Carpenter. 5:25 on the game clock. Out top, Grady Carpenter shouting out some directions. He'll dribble right. Going to be a check. Going to be a check right there. Going to be a foul called. And they call that a hand check. And that was a definite. So he'll check out of the ball game. That foul was committed by number 15, Austin Moose. He checks out of the ball game, and in the ball game for him is 23, 6'1" junior Barris Moore, original starter for the Wildcats. Ball brought in. Peyton Aller chases in the backcourt. Now going back and retrieving the basketball. Grady Carpenter to the front court on the pass. Landon Spidell. Back out top. Sam Quigley works it around the perimeter, left side. Working it there is Peyton Aller. Back out Sam Quigley. 5 minutes left. Second quarter, 24-18. Blue Devils trail by 6. Outside of the basketball, Grady Carpenter. He'll dribble in, spin move outside the paint. He'll feed it down low and couldn't get the bucket. Landon Spidell, but the rebound out of there by Peyton Aller. Back to number 4, Quinn Smith, in the paint. Couldn't get the shot to go. So that's like that ball had a cap over the top of it for Spidell. Give me a steal in the front court. Grady Carpenter gets the ball back from Kokomo. They'll work it down low, and there's a bucket. 2-point bucket, Peyton Aller. Credit the assist. Tipton Blue Devil, Grady Carpenter, he averages 7.1 assists per ball game. That's to go along with his 21.5 points. Driving the lane. 2-point bucket, credit the bucket. Davion Young picks up 2. 26-20. Timeout on the floor. Blue Devils going to call a 60-second timeout. There's 4:14 left here in the second quarter. We'll mention tonight's ball game is being brought to you in part by AGM Auto. AGM Auto, they're located 1 mile west of Arcadia, Indiana on 266th Street. That's in Hamilton County. The future of your vehicle is in good hands when you put your trust with the guys at AGM Auto. Whether it's a routine oil change or the need of the expertise of an experienced AGM technician, AGM wants you to be safe and to stay safe on the road in your automobile. There's a second type of service offered there at AGM Auto. They offer classic car and truck restoration. If you still have that older car or truck out back, or maybe it's in the barn and covered up with a tarp, AGM Auto has a passion to reveal the underlying beauty of each and every restoration project they begin. You can call them at 317-984-5283. Again, their number is 317-984-5283. Find them on Facebook at AGM Auto, LLC. Ball's going to be brought in, Tipton Blue Devils. Grady Carpenter just to the right of Coach Cliff Hawkins in the backcourt. To get it in, Sam Quigley. He's picked up right there, going to guard him full court. Corbin Hamill for Kokomo. To the front court, pass to Grady. He'll work it down low. Grayson McFalls back in the ball game. He's going to be called for a double dribble. He dribbled it once, about like an Eric Etchison. Eric Etchison, I tell you what, they taught him in the paint to dribble one time. Take two hands, put it to the floor, have it come back up. When it touches your hands, go up for a shot. And Grayson dribbled it one additional. In the front court with the basketball, Kokomo Wildcats going to work it down low again. Lost the handle. Quinn Smith, good defense. Trying to save the basketball. They're going to whistle a foul on Quigley. They're going to get Quigley. Going to say he has a little push foul right there near the side court line. Quigley's going to pick up his first foul in the ball game. That's the first here in the second quarter for Tipton. 2 on Kokomo here in the second quarter. Ball brought in Furley. Gets it inside. Ferris Moore. Back out top. Hamill. Corbin Hamill with the basketball. He'll pick up a moving screen, and he's going to get called for a foul. Illegal screen. That's going to be Max Furley. Furley knew it when the whistle blew. So in the ball game for Kokomo, we're going to see number 11. 6-foot sophomore, 7 points per game average. That's Erevan Burks in the ball game. He wears number 11 for Kokomo. Ball brought in, Sam Quigley. He's going to be guarded full court once again by Corbin Hamill. We'll take it through the timeline on the dribble. In the front court now, Sam Quigley with some sure hands. Quinn Smith out top, works it down low. Outside the arc, we work back inside the paint. Left-handed floater, Grady Carpenter. Pretty shot for Grady. He got 2. It's 26-22. Kokomo by 4. 3:16 on the game clock. Going to dribble in Hamill. Hamill lost the handle. They're going to say it was last touch by Tipton. That was Grayson McFalls providing the defense there. Knocked it out of bounds. Grayson McFalls, a sophomore, 6'8" tall. Going to be brought in left of the bucket on the baseline. Hamill. They're getting in to DJ Nash. Going to hand the ball back to Hamill way out top, straight away. On the dribble, we're going to get him, Grady Carpenter. The split off now, Grayson McFalls. Lost the handle, did Hamill. Regathers it. Goes right side behind the arc, now back out top. Zion Bellamy. Zion Bellamy going to dribble in. Back pedal dribble. Left-handed player, Zion Bellamy. Out top of the basketball. They work it right side, being guarded by Grady Carpenter. Zion Bellamy, he's 5'8". Passes it in. Ball's deflected by Peyton Aller. Picked up in the front court of Kokomo by Sam Quigley. Another steal by the Blue Devils. 2:35 on the game clock. Long pass. Other corner off the glass. Peyton Aller couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound Kokomo to the front court. Barris Moore. Barris Moore inside out play. 3-point shot in the air. Good. Left elbow extended. Erevan Burks for 3. He shoots 36%. Behind the arc, 29 for 78. 2:12 left here in the second quarter. To the front court, Grady Carpenter. He'll dribble in. High dribble, pick up the basketball. Quigley, they won the traveling violation. He's a tall guy. He's allowed that step on the dribble. Back out with the basketball. Grady Carpenter. He'll drive the lane. Let's pop a shot in the paint. Got the bucket. About a 10-footer. Grady Carpenter for 2. It's 29-24. 1:48 left here in the second quarter. Kokomo in the front court. We're going to bring it back around. That's number 11, Erevan Burks. Now back out to Bellamy. Bellamy's going to pop a 3 right up center. Wouldn't go. Rebound secured finally by Sam Quigley. Going to be a long pass to the front court. Ill-advised, but it's going to be stolen in the front court. Bellamy coming back the other direction. Outside the arc, Barris Moore. They're working outside. 3-point shot in the air. Wouldn't go for Hamill. Rebound secured. DJ Nash will go back up with another shot. Couldn't get it. Rebound Peyton Aller. So Tipton going to bring it to the timeline at a walk pace. Grady Carpenter on the dribble. Will be picked up at half court by Barris Moore. Will be screened off by Grayson McFalls. Out top is Carpenter. You're going to dribble in. In the paint, high dribble. They go off the glass. Couldn't get the bucket. but he'll go to the foul stripe. Grady Carpenter will shoot 2. So they'll whistle his foul on Nash. It's DJ Nash. Where's number 21? 6'4" freshman. After the first shot, we'll see Landon Spidell back in the game for Tipton. 55.1 left. Second quarter, 29-24. First shot, Grady Carpenter rims out, wouldn't go. So Landon Spidell back in the ballgame. Taking a breather is Grayson McFalls. 55 seconds left. 29-24. Grady Carpenter, he's shooting 71% on the season. He's now 50 for 61. He got the back end. 29-25. 4-point advantage for Kokomo. 48 seconds left. Kokomo in the front court. Barris Moore works it down low. Trying to get the shot away. It's going to be blocked by Landon Spidell. Ball ends up in the hands of DJ Nash. And he put it back in. 2-point bucket. Good. It's going to be a 30-second timeout called by Kokomo. 31-25. 39.9 left here in the second. This game is also in part being brought to you by Camino and Company. Camino and Company, they're in downtown Noblesville. Camino and Company is a mobile flower shop brought to you by local flower farmers and providers, along with small business partners. The CNC founders, their mascot is a 1984 El Camino SS. It's owned by B.E. Witham. The goal at Camino and Company is to please each customer from their concept to the completion of Camino and Company. You can look them up. Google them at Camino-AND-company.com. We're going to bring the ball in from the backcourt. It's going to be Peyton Aller. It's going to be full court pressure. 3 defenders in the backcourt. They bring it in. Sam Quigley. Quigley going to be guarded there by Corbin Hamill. Quigley on the dribble. Going to bring it through the timeline. He'll cross the timeline. 30 seconds left. 31-25. Kokomo by 6. We'll work it outside. Peyton Aller picked up there by Zion Bellamy. On the dribble, he'll go right side behind the arc. Bring it back out. Across the free throw lane, gets to Quinn Smith. Left side, Landon Spidell, couple of dribbles. 10 seconds left. Way out top, Grady Carpenter. Grady Carpenter probably going to take the final shot. Maybe not. Down low, Quinn Smith. Couldn't get the bucket. He'll go back up with it. Couldn't get the second time. Ball's going to go out of bounds right there, and that will end the first half of play. At the end of the first half, it's going to be Kokomo 31, Tipton 25. We'll go to a 10-minute intermission, and we'll remind you this game is also in part being brought to you by Dean's Auto Parts. Dean's Auto Parts. That's CarQuest Auto Parts. That's it. Located at the 1110 Peru Street. That's South Peru Street, Cicero, Indiana, 46034. South edge of Cicero at Cicero Town Plaza. And I will also mention team members at CarQuest Auto Parts. And CarQuest Auto Parts, Cicero, Indiana. And they are there to ensure you get the right parts the first time. You can reach them by phone at 317-984-4931. Again, that's 317-984-4931. That's a locally owned automotive parts store that works to serve at Dean's Auto Parts in Cicero. I got a text right here from my dad. My dad is beating you with him. He tells me that Kansas is playing Houston on ESPN. I guess that's right now. So you can pick up Flory Badunga right now on ESPN. He's worth picking up. And I will also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Discount Copies. Discount Copies, conveniently located at the west edge of Noblesville, Indiana, 46062. They're just behind Pizza Hut and next to Bowl 32. That's along State Road 32, west edge of Noblesville. At Discount Copies, they provide setup services where you can turn your artwork into things such as note cards, notepads, prints, and calendars. And it's never too early to think about personalized Christmas cards. They'll help you with posters, oversized printing, also available. And if you're planning a wedding, they can print all of your necessary needs for that wedding. You can reach Discount Copies by phone at 317-773-8783. Again, their number is 317-773-8783. Or you can find them by email. Go to email, it's Discount Copies, plural, 96, that's the number, at gmail.com. Discount Copies, 96 at gmail.com. And tonight's ball game also, in part, being brought to you by Encompass Credit Union. Encompass Credit Union. If you're looking for a financial partner that is as community-minded as you are, welcome to Encompass Credit Union. That's North Central Indiana's premier financial institution. At Encompass Credit Union, they believe in putting their members first. Whether you're looking for lower rates on loans, higher rates on savings, or just a friendly face to help you with your financial needs, they've got you covered. You can join them today and become a part of a financial cooperative that truly cares, with branches in Tipton, Frankfort, and Kokomo. They are there to serve the community. That's Encompass Credit Union, where community comes full circle. Visit them online at encompasscu.org. That's Encompass, the letters cu.org, or at any of their convenient locations. And also bringing you tonight's contest is Hope Jewelers. Hope Jewelers, they're in Tipton. Precious times are made for precious moments. And Hope Jewelers are there to meet your every special need in the field of diamonds, gold, and silver, etc. Stop in and visit Hope Jewelers. They're in downtown Tipton. They're right next door to the Diana Theater. Hope Jewelers are located at 135 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana, 46072. That's Hope Jewelers. You can reach them by phone at 765-675-9720. Again, that's 765-675-9720. Hope Jewelers, they're open daily, Tuesday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They're open on Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that's Hope Jewelers in Tipton. And this game is also in part being brought to you by Indiana Express Rentals. Indiana Express Rentals. When you find yourself looking for that dependable moving truck rental company, that high quality choice isn't far away. You can call Indiana Express Rentals. They're located at the south edge of Noblesville. Noblesville, Indiana. They're located at 1708 South 8th Street. Simply call them at 317-773-4800. Again, that number is 317-773-4800. They have up to 26-foot box trucks available, and a truck with a Tommy lift can sure come in handy. That's Indiana Express Rentals. Hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, they're open 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. You'll find Dirk. Dirk will escort you around the lots. And Penske Truck Rentals, with the name Penske alone, it'll take any possible concerns away from any travel. And we'll also mention tonight's ball game is in part being brought to you by Jim Dandy. Jim Dandy Restaurant. At Jim Dandy Restaurant, you'll not only enjoy an incredible dining experience, and a Jim Dandy menu simply speaks for itself. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have hot soups, fresh fruits, with a fully loaded salad bar. And even though the Tipton High School was still being constructed in the early 1960s, Jim Dandy Restaurant continues to support Tipton Blue Devil basketball and Tipton Blue Devil athletics. Since prior to opening, Jim Dandy Restaurant opened in 1964. That's good food, good friends, good times. They're open 7 days. Jim Dandy Restaurant, they're in Tipton. So the players have come on out to the surface. They're getting some warm-up shots once again. We'll try to run through these Class 2A USA poll current rankings for this week. These were tabulated on the 20th of this week. We'll mention Wapahani. They're at number 1. They played good basketball a year ago. At Wapahani, they're 13-0 on the season. At number 2, it's Linton. Linton, they used to go by Linton Stockton. They're the Miners. They're 10-1. At number 3, South Ripley, 14-0. Number 4, Fort Wayne Lures. They're 11-2. Number 5 is Gary 21st Century. They're 12-3. Number 6 is Park Heritage. Park Heritage, they are 12-2. They handed a Sheridan their first loss. At number 7, Manchester. Manchester has been number 7 for a few weeks in a row. They're 12-1. At number 8, it's Northeastern. They're 15-0. They must play a weaker schedule, I would guess, at 15-0. At number 9, it's Forest Park. Forest Park, 10-2. At number 10, it's the Tipton Blue Devils, 10-2. Sectional 39, Class 2A, and that'll be at Frankton. At number 11, it's Taylor, the Taylor Titans, at 12-1. They're also in that same sectional at Frankton with Tipton. And I will mention Taylor Titans. Regular season game, Tipton and Taylor are going to happen at Taylor on February 15th. At 12th position this week, Providence, they're 8-2. At number 13, it's Indianapolis Ritter. They're 9-3. That's the top 13 in Class 2A. Now the Class 4A. Boys basketball ranking, top 14. Number 1, Fishers Tigers, 14-0. Number 2, Crown Point Bulldogs, 11-0. Number 3, Greenfield Central Cougars, 12-2. Number 4, Westfield Shamrocks, 10-1. Number 5, the Anderson Indians, 13-1. Number 6, Warsaw Tigers, 12-3. Number 7, Evansville Ripes Panthers, they're 11-0. Number 8 is Lawrence North Wildcats, 11-3. Number 9, Ben Davis Giants, 12-4. Number 10 is New Albany, the Bulldogs, they're 9-1. Number 12, it's Fort Wayne. They're the Generals, 10-3. Two teams tied at 13. First one listed, Lawrence Central Bears, 7-7. And the other 13 team, number 13, is North Central Panthers on 86th Street, 10-5. So that's the rankings this week in Class 2A and 4A. So the clock's going to empty out. Blue Devils going to have the basketball. They'll bring it in from the side court halfway back. Alternate possession arrow. Blue Devils get it. Grady Carpenter passes it in backcourt slightly. Peyton Aller on the dribble. Across the timeline, working against him is Zion Bellamy. They'll get it to work it to Quigley. They're going to pass on the baseline. They'll get the bucket. Grady Carpenter is going to absorb a foul. He got the bucket. That was right out of the huddle there. That was a set play, and it worked to perfection. Maybe even a little better since the three-point play opportunity is going to happen. So they're going to whistle this foul on Kokomo. 21, DJ Nash. He has 3 in the ball game. In the ball game for Kokomo. Number 3, Davion Young. Taking a breather, 35, Max Furley. They're going to give the foul to Furley. Furley got the foul. He's got 3. So three-point play is good for Grady Carpenter. 31-28, a three-point advantage for Kokomo. Ball's in the front court, Zion Bellamy. Out behind the arc, he'll work it to Hamill. That's Corbin Hamill out top. Working against him is Landon Spidell. Long three-point shot in the air at Davion. Davion Young couldn't get that one. Rimmed out long. Back the other direction. Coast to coast. Layup. Left-handed layup. Grady Carpenter. It's a one-point game. Kokomo by 1, 31-30. Ball's in the front court. 7:17 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter. Outside the arc with the basketball. He'll juke and jive. He'll work back in and bring the ball back out. That was 23, Barris Moore. Now back out top of the basketball is Zion Bellamy. He's quick. Going to be a hand check right there. Sam Quigley. He is darn quick. He's Zion Bellamy. Bellamy from two-point land, 53%, 51 for 96 shots. 42% from three-point land, 53 for 125. I think it's 54 for 126. I do have 14 game stats. They have played 15 games. They had one late last night. Off the glass, two-point bucket, good. Kokomo. Corbin Hamill for two in the paint. Off the glass, 33-30. Kokomo by three. Blue Devils in the front court. On the dribble to the corner, Sam Quigley. Three-point shot, good. Follow through is good. It's a tie ball game at 33 with 6:36 left here in the third. Going to be a push foul in the paint. And Corbin Hamill going to absorb the foul during the shot. Shot wouldn't go, but he'll shoot two. Corbin Hamill. The free throw line, I have him for 69%, 49 for 71 on the season. That's 14 game stats. They'll eye the first one, fly it. It'll rim around and just fall off. So he'll have one more. Corbin Hamill. I think that, yeah, Corbin Hamill at the free throw line. He's a junior, 6'3". Bounced it a couple times. Second shot, long off the rim, wouldn't go. Rebound, laying in Spidell. He'll hand off to Grady Carpenter. Carpenter brings it to the timeline at a trot pace. Working against him is Barris Moore. Crossover dribble. He'll work it back out. Hesitation dribble. Baseline. Spin move into paint. He'll work it down low. Hesitate the jump there. And Landon Spidell faked the jump. Got his defender off his feet. Went back up off the glass. 2-point bucket. Blue Devils take a 2-point advantage. Left-handed floater wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Davion Young. Rebound Tipton. They'll work it up ahead. 2-point bucket off the glass. Grady Carpenter with the assist. Pretty good court vision right there to Sam Quigley. It'll be a timeout called by Kokomo. 37-33. Blue Devils came out for the second half to play basketball. We'll also mention this game is in part being brought to you by Noblesville Trophies. Noblesville Trophies. You can shop them online at noblesvilletrophies.com or stop in, if only, to browse around. They're located at 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana. That's trophies, awards, plaques, and more. Fast turnaround. Prices are low. They're so low you may want to be a repeat customer. Noblesville Trophies, 1740 South 10th Street, Noblesville, Indiana, 46060. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can reach them by phone, 317-773-7391. Well, Kokomo's going to bring it from the backcourt. It'll be tossed in right there, DJ Nash. Hamill's going to bring it to the front court. Corbin Hamill, meeting him out front there is Peyton Aller. They'll work at left side, DJ Nash. They'll dribble once, picked up there by Landon Spidell. Working the zone out top, out top of the basketball, nearly a steal, and it will, nope, it's going to be loose, and it's going to be Sam Quigley picking up the basketball. He ends up on the floor, keeping the ball protected, gets it to Grady. So we're getting the front court. Peyton Aller tries to go up with a shot. He got hammered, no whistle. Back the other direction, 2-point bucket. They're going to count the bucket. That's 21, DJ Nash. So a lot of wrecking happened right there. There was a lot of friction in those two possessions. 37-35. Blue Devils by 2. They're going to whistle a bump foul. Grady Carpenter will absorb the foul, pushes him out of bounds. He lands on his back. He's back up. They help him up. And they're going to whistle this foul on Kokomo. It's going to be on number 23, Barris Moore. Picks up his first foul in the ball game. Grady Carpenter with the basketball on the inbound. Turnaround jumper. They'll float one short off the rim. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Kokomo. DJ Nash to the front court. Zion Bellamy works it right side. They'll work it down low outside the paint. One dribble. He'll go back off the glass. Couldn't get the bucket, but he'll shoot two. Taking that shot at 21, DJ Nash. The freshman, 6'4". Fouls whistled on the Blue Devils. Landon Spidell going to pick up his first foul in the ball game. Both teams, Kokomo and Tipton, here in the third quarter, have 2 fouls each on the scoreboard. He'll get 2. DJ Nash, first shot, rims around, wouldn't go. DJ Nash at the free throw line. Where's number 21? He's got 4 points in the ball game. He'll eye the second one. Shot up, long off the rim, wouldn't go. Rebound controlled by Landon Spidell. He'll hand off to Peyton Aller. Aller going to hand the ball off in the backcourt. Grady Carpenter will bring it across the timeline at a walk pace. Working against him is Barris Moore. He'll dribble. Spin move at the right elbow in the paint. He'll go off the glass. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound Kokomo. Credit the rebound. That's number 3, Davion Young. He'll bring it across the timeline. Working against Quinn Smith. And Quinn Smith's going to block his shot in the paint. Quinn Smith. A good defensive play by Smith, foot for foot, as he went to try to go coast to coast. The other direction, Sam Quigley. Quigley, turnaround jumper, wouldn't go. Rebound, put back. Peyton Aller couldn't get it to go. Rebound, Kokomo. And that's number 2, Corbin Hamill in the front court. Going to be a bump foul. They're going to call Brock. They're going to call Brock. There was some friction there. That call probably could have went the other way, but it did not. And they're going to put Hamill on the foul line. Peyton Aller took the brunt of all that. They say if you lower your shoulder, it's an absolute. They're going to put Hamill on the free throw line. Hamill's going to shoot a couple. The officials going to get together, have a conference there. Not sure what they're talking about, unless they're going to change the call, but that's not going to happen. 4:05 left here in the third quarter, 37-35. So they count the bucket. So evidently it went in. I was watching the foul being committed, and I didn't see the one they called. So he couldn't get the three-point play. Rebound, Sam Quigley. Tie ball game at 37. We're halfway through the third quarter. Dribbling to the timeline, Sam Quigley going to be tipped away from the backside. Hamill comes up with it. They'll work it down low. Inside out play, three-point shot from the corner. Barris Moore couldn't get it. Rebound at Davion Young. Davion Young in the paint. Left-handed layup is good. It's a 39-37 game. Kokomo back up on top by 2. 3:35 on the game clock. Will be a timeout called by Coach Cliff Hawkins. Coach Cliff Hawkins going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 60-second timeout. And we'll also mention this game is in parts being brought to you by Lisa Stokes Bear. Lisa Stokes Bear, when you're thinking about residential or corporate relocations, a perfect house can soon become a perfect home. And Lisa Stokes Bear would like nothing more than to utilize her 26 years of experience to help you begin that process. Yes, real estate reliability is something a professional real estate agent and or a real estate broker strives for, such as Lisa Stokes Bear. Your happiness and her success are two of the same for the real estate lady with the high real estate IQ. Contact Lisa Stokes Bear by cellular phone or by text message. You can reach her at 317-513-4086. Again, her number is 317-513-4086. So Lisa Stokes Bear. Ball's going to be brought in the front court from the side court across from the scorer's bench. Going to be brought in by Grady Carpenter. Blue Devils. Sam Quigley drops back across the timeline, picks up the basketball on the pass. He'll pass it across the timeline. Peyton Aller. They'll bounce it down low. Grady Carpenter lost the handle. Going to try to regather it. He will. Went up with the shot. Got his own rebound. Put it back up and in. Grady Carpenter, 6'6". He can do some damage. 39-39. 3:13 left. Third quarter. We'll bring the ball back out. They'll reset the offense with Barris Moore. Way out top. Crossover dribble. We're going to get him, Sam Quigley. They'll get it back out. Inside the ball game for Kokomo during the timeout is Aravon Burks, who was number 11. Little drive baseline right there. Going to go off the glass. Layup. Credit the bucket for Kokomo. 21, DJ Nash. 41-39. Kokomo by 2. Sam Quigley. Left corner. Baseline. He'll bring it back out. He'll work it down low. Peyton Aller. He'll go up with the shot, couldn't get it. Ball comes down, trying to save the basketball from going out of bounds. Going to step on the baseline. So it's going to be out of bounds. And pretty good effort there by the freshman, Davion Young. Let me take that back. He's a senior. 6'1", Davion Young. Where's number 3? Davion Young with some good effort. We're going to back outside. Peyton Aller to the corner. Sam Quigley. They'll work it inside, just outside the paint. Grady Carpenter. Guarding him is Barris Moore. He'll work it in the paint. Couldn't get the shot to go, but he'll shoot 2. I think everybody in the whole place thought that shot was going in, and it rolled off. So he'll get 2 at the free throw line. They're going to whistle this foul on number 11. Aravon Burks, he has 1. Grady Carpenter per shot, good. 41-40. Kokomo in front. Third quarter, 2:29 left. Second shot, good. Tie ball game at 41. We'll bring the ball in quickly to the front court, Kokomo Wildcats. We're in the left side, around the perimeter, 3-point shot in the air. Good. Left-handed shooter, number 3, Davion Young. He's a senior. He shoots 33% behind the three-point line. 2:12 left. 44-41, Kokomo by 3. Way out top, stationary dribble, Sam Quigley gives it back to Grady Carpenter, back to Quigley. Quigley saves the basketball. He gets to Landon Spidell. Spidell back to Grady in the corner. He'll pass it back out, opposite side, Sam Quigley. Quigley went up for the shot. He decided to try to pass it down low. Difficult pass to handle. Goes out of bounds. And we're going to see number 32 in the ballgame for Tipton, Isaac Humrickhouse. Isaac Humrickhouse played considerable minutes in the JV game. He's in the ball game now. Isaac Humrickhouse, 6'3" junior. Youngest brother of Ben Humrickhouse. We talked about him, Illinois Illini, during the pregame. We're going to back around. Out top of the basketball, Hamill tries to work it down low. He will. He'll get it to 21, DJ Nash. He'll go off the glass in the paint. 2-point bucket. 5-point advantage for Kokomo. 46-41. A minute and a half left here in the third. Ball's in the front court. Grady Carpenter, he's got the triple threat. He'll dribble. He'll dribble the paint. He'll go up to the shot. They're going to get a reach-in foul. Going to be a reach-in foul as Grady tried to get through the trees right there. And the foul's going to be whistled on number 11, Aravon Burks. Burks has 2 in the ballgame. Both teams have 4 here in the third quarter. Barris Moore going to exit the ballgame. He'll get a breather. And then they're going to go with Aravon Burks. Also 21, DJ Nash. They're going to go with Bellamy. Bellamy's going to guard the basketball. Peyton Aller. And Hamill in the ball game. Corbin Hamill. In the front court, Grady Carpenter lost the handle. Works it down low. Grayson McFalls. McFalls went up for the shot. Couldn't get it, but they're going to call foul. I got a bunch of Kokomo fans to my right, and they wanted the block shot. But in the state of Indiana, north of 86th Street and North Central High School, they anticipate fouls. First shot, Grayson McFalls is good. So, but North Central and south of there, a foul has to be a foul to get whistled. So Grayson McFalls got the first one. Grayson McFalls, he's now 7 for 11 on the season at the foul stripe. 6'8" sophomore. Second shot, also good. 2 good foul shots right there. Grayson McFalls, 46-43. 1:08 on the game clock. Kokomo in the front court. Corbin Hamill on the dribble. Elbow right side. He'll pop a shot. Free throw line would go. Long off the rim. He'll get his own board. He'll go back up. Baseline shot when he go. Sam Quigley with the rebound. They're going to call a foul, I think, after or maybe during the rebound, but it wasn't going to be whoever got the foul wasn't going to catch the rebound. They're going to whistle this on DJ Nash. So that's 21, DJ Nash, and that's the 5th foul. Foul number 5 here in the quarter. Sam Quigley will shoot 2. Coach Cliff Hawkins is going to talk to a couple of his players right there. Grady Carpenter, Peyton Aller, Sam Quigley will shoot 2. First shot rims around, wouldn't go. Sam Quigley on the season, 67%. He is 14 for 22 on the season now. 55.6 left, third quarter. 46-43, Kokomo by 3. And now Kokomo by 2, 46-44. Across the timeline, Corbin Hamill. The pass at the left side, working into the basketball. Austin Moose back in the ball game. He wears 15, 6-foot freshman. We'll set a screen. They're working it back around. Moves out top, beyond the arc. Picked up there by Grayson McFalls. Outside the arc, three-point shot wouldn't go. Shot taken there by Eravon Burks. And the Blue Devils rebound the basketball. Across the timeline, Peyton Aller. Aller going to work it back around. Lost the handle, tipped away, and going to be stolen by Kokomo. Going to bring it to the front court. That's Eravon Burks. They're working on in the front court. They're working right side. Corbin Hamill behind the arc in front of the Kokomo bench. Back pedal dribble. 13 seconds left. With the basketball, Zion Bellamy. Being guarded there by Peyton Aller. He'll work it left side. Bellamy goes to the corner with it. Three-point shot in the air. Wouldn't go. That was Eravon Burks. Rebound Tipton. Stolen. A shot at the buzzer off the rim. That was Davion Young. He nearly got it. That would have been about a 35-footer, but rimmed off. So we'll go to the end of the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Kokomo Wildcats 46, Tipton Blue Devils 44, and Landon Spidell going to re-enter the ball game during this break. And also back in the game for Kokomo is Max Furley. Furley has 3 fouls. We'll mention this game is also in part being brought to you by Rutledge Well Drilling. Rutledge Well Drilling. When you think of water, think of Rutledge Well Drilling. Pumps, sales, service, water conditioning, water softeners, iron filters, and trenching. You can call Rutledge Well Drilling at 765-292-2315. That's 765-292-2315, or visit them on their website, rutledgewelldrilling.com. That's in Atlanta. They're actually west of Atlanta, a couple of miles right off of 19 on 296th Street. They are licensed, insured, honest, dependable, and always professional. That's Mike, Nathan, and Levi Rutledge. Rutledge Well Drilling. Ultimate possession arrow, fourth quarter, gives it to Kokomo. Wildcats going to inbound the basketball. 35, Max Furley. And he'll get it in. Corbin Hamill. Hamill in the front court. Crossover dribble. Elbow, left side, out top. Working it back around, 15, Austin Moose. Moose picks up the dribble, immediately controlled there defensively by Isaac Humrickhouse. 7:44. Just begun fourth quarter. Going to be a big fourth quarter. It's 46-44. Kokomo by 2. Out top. Taking some time right here. On the dribble, Davion Young. Works it right side. Zion Bellamy. Bellamy works it down low. Going to be a stolen. Tipped away and stolen, Grady Carpenter. So they didn't get a shot away in that possession. We're going back to the front court. Grady Carpenter, baseline. They're going to say he dribbled out of bounds. Not going to get a bump foul right there. So I guess this is NBA. Going to bring the ball. So both teams start the fourth quarter without a shot in either possession. So in the front court, we're going to basketball. 35, Furley. You get it back out top. Corbin Hamill. They'll work it into Furley in the paint. He'll dish off. 15, Austin Moose couldn't handle a pass to get the shot away. Regathers it to start again. Left-handed off the glass. Kokomo shot going to go at Davion Young. Rebound. Tipton. Landon Spidell. They'll get it back to Grady Carpenter. Going to be a reach-in foul. Corbin Hamill trying to guard Grady Carpenter full court. And he probably wishes he had that foul back. Probably didn't think that was a good decision. So he'll take a breather. Corbin Hamill will check out the ball game. Back in the ball game for Kokomo. 23, Barris Moore. Isaac Humrickhouse going to take a breather. Back in the ball game for Isaac is number 4, Quinn Smith. 6:45 on the game clock. Going to be brought in, Grady Carpenter, Peyton Aller. Aller's going to be guarded full court by 15, Austin Moose. Careful dribble, right side, works a bounce pass, Sam Quigley. Works it back in. Grady Carpenter, and Barris Moore is going to pick up a foul. Barris Moore kind of overplaying Grady Carpenter. And we'll double check the foul situation there. That is the first foul in the quarter. Taking a breather for Kokomo is Austin Moose. Can be brought in left of the bucket. Bounce pass from Grady. Inside the paint. Shot wouldn't go. Peyton Aller. They go to the front court. On the dribble in the paint. They're going to get the bucket. No foul. Going to be called. Credit the bucket. Kokomo Wildcat. DJ Nash. 48-44. 6:18. Clock moving. Kokomo by 4. Out top of the basketball. Grady Carpenter way out top. Being guarded by Barris Moore. Grady Carpenter through the legs. They go in the lane. Kick it back out. 3-point shot. Good. That was Sam Quigley in front of the Spirit section. 48-47. Kokomo by 1. Zion Bellamy out top. Back pedal dribble. He'll dribble in now. He'll float one off the glass. Left-handed. 5'8". Zion Bellamy. Quite impressive. 50-47. 5:40 left. Kokomo by 3. Blue Devils going to face pressure. Full court. Davion Young guarding. Peyton Aller gets across the timeline. Ball tipped to the backcourt by Zion Bellamy. Retrieved there by Sam Quigley. We're going to back left side. Picks up the dribble out top. They go to Grady. Well behind the arc left side. Elbow extended. He'll dribble baseline. He'll pop one outside the lane. 2-point shot good. Got a 10-footer for Grady Carpenter for 2. 50-49. It's a 1-point game. Now a 3. 3-point game. Quick possession and a bucket by Kokomo. 21 DJ Nash. They're going to call a timeout right here. The officials want to get together again, I think. We'll double check here. They're going to give a bench warning to Kokomo. I think he might have just put the T sign up. I'm not sure here. He did pull the T up, but he did mention a warning. We'll double check here. But Indiana basketball is fun. And if you can't get into it, but anyway. So the delay a game might have been a netting of the basketball. That might have been what it was, netting the basketball. When it goes through the hoop, goes through the net, and your team made the basket, you don't touch it. That might have been what it was. So there's a warning. To the front court, trying to get to the front court. Sam Quigley on the dribble. 4:55 left here in the fourth. 52-49, Kokomo by 3. Grady Carpenter outside the arc. Back pedal dribble. He'll work it back in. He'll pop a shot outside the arc. 3-point shot. Good. Tie ball game. 52-52. Carpenter for 3. We're going to the front court. Zion Bellamy. He'll work to Barris Moore. He'll bounce it in outside the paint. That's 21. DJ Nash. Turnaround. 1 to shot. But Quinn Smith is right there in his face. They'll bring it back out. They'll reset the offense. Zion Bellamy. Bellamy goes right side. Behind the arc is Nash. Back to Bellamy near the logo head. Zion Bellamy putting a dribbling exhibition on. He'll go left side. He'll float one in. Didn't need the backboard that time. Left-handed dominant player. He goes left. He makes it again. 54-52. 2-point advantage for Kokomo. About 4 minutes left. Halfway through the fourth quarter. In the front court, Sam Quigley. Out top, Grady Carpenter being guarded by Barris Moore. They pick up a screen. He won't use it. He'll pop a 3 outside the arc. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Peyton Aller. Aller goes back up the shot. Couldn't get the bucket. Landon Spidell fighting for the board. Ball ends up in the hands of Zion Bellamy. He's in the front court. Back pedal dribble. He'll work it back out. Davion Young. Davion Young going to dribble in. Left-handed layup. Good. Davion Young had a path to the bucket, and he took it. 56-52. 4-point advantage for Kokomo. Timeout, Cliff Hawkins. Coach Hawkins going to call timeout. 56-52. 3:21 left here in the fourth quarter. 30-second timeout. This game is also in part being brought to you by The Shack. Hey, Blue Devil fans. Looking for the perfect spot before or after the game? Swing by The Shack, your ultimate game day hangout. They've got something for every team member. Whether you're craving a classic Shack pizza or ready to tackle a Shack stack with single, double, or triple burger patties. And that's not all. They've got your game day staples, such as cold beers, refreshing cocktails, or loaded spiral potatoes. That's the Shack. Bring a friend, bring your game face, your appetite to 311 East Jefferson Street, Tipton, Indiana. Check them out on Facebook. Stay up to date on specials and events. See you at the Shack. So they're talking some stuff over right there. Everything's good. Basketball. Indiana. Going to be brought in, Grady Carpenter. He'll toss it to the backcourt. Peyton Aller, he'll dribble across the timeline. Picking up a loose lead right there is Zion Bellamy. Trying to get it inside. Couldn't handle it. Grady Carpenter. Going to be tapped from the backside. Stolen by Kokomo. 3:06 left. 56-52. Long three-point shot. Zion Bellamy off target that time. They're going to whistle a foul during the rebound. They're going to get that on 35, Max Furley. Max Furley, we're going to say he was trying to secure a rebounding position, and he'll pick up the foul. He has 4 in the ball game. That's 3 fouls here in the fourth quarter for Kokomo. Tipton yet to commit a foul. In the front court, dribbling across, Sam Quigley. Right side, Quinn Smith. He'll dribble back out. He's being picked up right there by DJ Nash. Back to Grady. Grady picked up in a hurry by Corbin Hamill. Grady on the dribble. Out top, lost the handle, and it's going to be picked up out of the air by Zion Bellamy. They're going to call official timeout, and they're going to say that Bellamy might have took the brunt of an inadvertent. So inadvertent play right there. They're going to official timeout. They give it to Kokomo. Zion Bellamy had control of it, and it's all good. They're going to bring it in from the backcourt. Brought in by Max Furley. He's playing gingerly in this ballgame. He has 4 fouls. Pretty good-sized young man, 6'3". He's a senior. Out top of the basketball, they'll get it to Furley. Furley dribbles left, hands off to Hamill. Hamill back out top. They're going to try to take some clock. Out near the logo head, it's 56-52. 2:17. Tipton might be forced to foul here rather quickly to utilize that foul stripe here late in the fourth. We're going to back around and dribble in. Got the pass to Hamill. Block shot. Hamill went up to the layup. Grady Carpenter with the block. They'll go the other way. Sam Quigley layup for 2. 56-54. Kokomo by 2. From the baseline corner, 3-point shot wouldn't go for Bellamy. Rebound secured. Went back up with the shot. He got the bucket. He'll get one more. That's DJ Nash. DJ Nash will shoot another. They're going to whistle this on Grady Carpenter. Carpenter's played the whole game. He played the whole game, a clean ball game. He now picks up his first foul in the ball game. So the Blue Devils have 1 here in the quarter. Kokomo with 3. 1:49 left. 3-point play opportunity is good. DJ Nash, 59-54. Kokomo by 5. Crossing the timeline on the dribble, Grady Carpenter. Left side of the gym floor. He'll pop a 3. 3's on the way. Rims out. Fight for the board here. Picked up by Peyton Aller. They'll have another possession. Sam Quigley going to put a 3 up. Wouldn't go. Rebound secured. Max Furley for Kokomo. Going to try to steal the basketball on the pass. Sam Quigley went hard at it. It was close to the side court, right there in front of the bench of Kokomo. Little friction. They're going after it like a defensive back. We'll see some defensive back action tomorrow from the corner baseline. Shot wouldn't go. Shot taken by Barris Moore. Rebound Tipton. To the front court, Grady Carpenter. He's going to dribble in. He couldn't get the shot to go. They're going to call a blocking foul. Every time a foul happens, the opposition thinks it's the other way. So they're going to call a foul there. It's going to be whistled on Kokomo. Number 2, Corbin Hamill. Hamill has 3. Carpenter shooting 2. First shot is good. 59-55. 4-point ball game. Kokomo in front. 1:17 left. Second shot also good. Grady Carpenter got both. 59-56. 1:15. Carpenter going to try to provide defense full court. They get across the timeline to Furley. Back to Bellamy. Bellamy double team. Double team right there. Timeout called by Kokomo Wildcats. And try to get him bailed out, and they did. Going to take a 30-second timeout. And what a ball game. 1:03 left here in the contest. I tell you what, checking out those Indiana Pacers. If you didn't know, Pacers finished their second game in Paris today. They started at noon. Their first game was on Thursday, the 23rd. And Paris, right there in Paris, San Antonio took it to them, 140 to 110. That was a 2 o'clock start. And they took a day off. Friday took a day off and went back today. 12 noon start. We'll mention the Pacers took care of San Antonio today, gave them a 38-point loss to San Antonio's 136 to 98. And Tyrese Halliburton got 28 today. And then we'll also mention Scottie Pippen. I saw Scottie Pippen. He was talking about his all-time NBA starting five. He said it would be Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor, Karl Malone, and Scottie Pippen. I sure wouldn't want to guard those guys. Second buzzer, 1:03 left. Fourth quarter, 59-56. Kokomo possession in the front court. Going to be brought in by Max Furley. Right there to the left of interim head coach for this ball game. They'll bring the ball across the timeline. Bellamy picks up the dribble. They're going to call foul. The Blue Devils trying to foul quickly here. They're going to have to. And they're going to pick up their second foul here in the quarter. Grady Carpenter picks up his second foul, and they both belong to him here in the fourth quarter. 58 seconds left. 59-56. So fouls to give. Trying to get a foul included here. Furley. They're working back around. They go to the corner. Barris Moore back down low. 2-point shot off the glass. Way to go. Quinn Smith providing the defense. They get it back to Grady Carpenter. 40 seconds left. Blue Devils down by 3. Tipped away on the pass. Trying to get it to Landon Spidell. They go back the other way. A slam dunk. Slam dunk. DJ Nash. The 5-point ball game. 61-56. 24 seconds left. 3-point shot. Good. Out top, Grady Carpenter takes the game to within 2 points on the transition 3, straight out top, pretty deep behind the arc. Timeout called. 61-59, 22.4 seconds left in this contest. That's in regulation. Foul situation. Kokomo have 4 fouls. So the Blue Devils' next common foul will go to the foul stripe and shoot 2. Blue Devils have 2 fouls here in the quarter. They both belong to Grady Carpenter. He has 2 in the game. So we'll see what happens here. But Coach Cliff Hawkins, if I was a bet man, I'd bet on Cliff. 22.4 left. Blue Devils and the Wildcats on a wild Saturday night. So there's the first horn, 45-second buzzer. Kokomo Wildcats first out on the court. They're calling the guys out. Haven't had the second buzzer yet. There it is. Blue Devils are ready to go. Going to be brought in. From the backcourt. Kokomo, Max Furley. Furley's a senior, 6'3". He's got 4 fouls here in the ballgame. He's going to be inbound right there. You're going to be guarded on the inbound loosely by Grady Carpenter. 3 in the backcourt for Tipton. Guarding the basketball. They'll get it in. There'll be a foul called immediately. They get the ball into DJ Nash, and Quinn Smith picks up a quick foul. And Quinn Smith, he wears number 4 for the Blue Devils. He wears number 4 for the Blue Devils. He's 6'2". He's a sophomore. He shoots 40% behind the 3-point arc. He leads the team in 3-point percentage. Bring the ball in to Bellamy. Going to be a foul call. Grady Carpenter picks up his 3rd. So Sam Bellamy, it's going to be the 4th foul here in the quarter. So next foul, either way, going to be a shooting foul. 2 shots with this new foul rule that they put in. I think it was last year. Might have been the year before, but I think it was last year. Going to bring it in. Furley gets it in. Gets it into Hamill. They go the distance. You're going to dish off, and he's not going to take a shot. And that's going to be an intention. That's the kind of the foul that's intentional that they don't call these days. That was Barris Moore trying to get the ball back out. He didn't take the shot when he really had one. Brought it back out, and foul's going to be whistled on Landon Spidell. He kind of grabbed him from behind. So 2 at the free throw line. Barris Moore. First shot rims around, falls in. 62-59. Blue Devils are hoping for a miss on this shot. 13.6 left. Second shot for Moore is rimmed out, wouldn't go. Rebound fought for, goes out of bounds. They're going to give it to Tipton. But they're going to give it to Tipton. But I got to say that during that rebound, Kokomo probably should have been whistled for a foul, but no foul call. 11.7. Brought in, Grady Carpenter on the dribble. He's going to take it through the timeline, being guarded by Hamill. 6 seconds. They need a 3. Takes a shot, wouldn't go. Rebound fought for. It's picked up. High point in the basketball there. Kokomo gets the board. DJ Nash. They're going to whistle a foul. They're going to walk the distance. They'll walk the distance. It's a 3-point ball game. 2.1 left. Cliff Hawkins talking to a couple of these seniors. Grady Carpenter, Sam Quigley. At the free throw line, shooting 2 for Kokomo, 21, DJ Nash. 2.1 seconds left. 62-59, Kokomo by 3. DJ Nash first shot, long off the rim, wouldn't go. If a miss happens here, it's going to be a long shot. They might get it to half court with 2 seconds left on a good rebound, good clean rebound by Tipton. 21, DJ Nash. Second shot. Rims off and got it. Let's take that back. It rims around, got it. 4-point ball game. Sam Quigley takes a 3 near the buzzer. It's no good. So that's going to conclude tonight's ball game. Coach Cliff Hawkins and coach of Kokomo. Who was that Kokomo coach? Very kind gentleman. I talked to him before the ball game. He gave me starters. We'll mention final score here tonight for this year, Kokomo Wildcats 63. Tipton Blue Devils 59. What a ball game, and we'll remind you. Coming up next week basketball, Kokomo Wildcats. It'll happen next Friday night, 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity. Kokomo Wildcats will be at the Lafayette Jeff Broncos, and that will be a conference game. Thank you. And also Tipton Blue Devils. Tipton Blue Devils next Friday. Big ball game right here at Tipton High School. 6 o'clock JV, 7:30 varsity. That's on the 31st. Hamilton Heights will be right here with the Tipton Blue Devils. And that will be a big conference game for second place in the conference. And we do thank you for tuning in. And we'll mention, we're going to bow out of here. We appreciate you listening. And then we'll mention, no matter if you're home or away, if you're doing the teaching and the learning, don't let it go. Keep the fire burning.
Everyone have a safe evening. Drive home safely and have a great weekend.